Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is David. Today we're going to be talking about a very important aspect in our web developing career. Today I'm going to be talking about JavaScript function, and um, I'm going to be using some images as a type of description in a normal habitual way to explain how function works and what function really means. So I'm going to take you in a way that you are familiar with before we go into coding. So this brings me to this slide. Then now you be like, okay, what do I need these pictures for? This actually represents a good example for a function. Now look, let's take for instance this first image, which shows a man with a chainsaw trying to cut a stick. So let's see the function of this chainsaw. The function is to actually cut down the stick, the tree, but it is not that efficient. But we also have some other function that we can also use, a more super function that we can also use that could help us even uproot the stick. So now we see the function of this chainsaw. You see, we can't use the chainsaw to uproot the tree, but the chainsaw can be used to cut instead. And okay, let's pick the second image, and I think this should be a better image for the concept of function. We have two different washing machines, and the first one here has a space for washing the clothes actually, and also has another space to dry the clothes. So we have a single washing machine that does two functions. It washes the clothes and it also dries it. We also have some other washing machine that does the washing alone, and the drying is done manually by us. So this come to tell us that even with this washing machine can enhance um, the processes of actually washing a clothes, because it reduced that process of washing the clothes and trying to dry it and trying, you know to pack it back. It has reduced those processes. So with this particular washing machine, anytime we want to wash our clothes, we can eventually make use of it consecutively instead of having a manual way by washing it by hand. And it makes washing it by hand process easier, because when we wash it by hand, we wash the individual clothes, we rinse it, and we also dry it, and we also pack it back after it has dried. But this has reduced the processes because of it's now a function. It's a washing machine. I can use this washing machine to wash my clothes, to dry it, and the only thing I just need to do is to iron my clothes. And it has reduced the following step I should have taken if I should use a manual process, or if I should just use this washing machine that could just only wash my clothes. So the third slide is self-explanative. You know, making use of a manual cutlass, trying to cut the grass, and having a machine that could help us cut this grass. So the function of this machine now is to cut this grass effectively. Anytime we want to cut this grass, we make use of the machine and we do little work. Unlike this man here trying to cut the grass with his cutlass. So let's go into JavaScript syntax and how JavaScript actually constructs a function. And moreover, I wanted to introduce another slide. So let's take for instance this device here sorry this device here make use of fueling process. It makes use of petrol or diesel for it to function properly. Let's now take for instance we try to tweak its process, its standard, and try to put water as the source of energy for this device, we discover it won't function. At least it won't bring out a meaningful result for us. So in this case, let's go into our notepad plus plus to to start the actual coding. So today we're going to create a new page and save it as usual as .html, but for today we want a function .html, and we do and in order for us to introduce our JavaScript into our page, we have to consider some a two important section in which the function, I mean the JavaScript, can be embedded. We have our head section, which can accommodate our scripting tag, and we also have the body and can also accommodate the scripting tag. But the um, most efficient way to introduce this script tag should be from the body, because whenever a client is trying to access a particular website, the web browser try downloading the file starting from the head, and if the web browser starts downloading the script before even the event, before the action that is supposed to take place, it slows the processes of uploading, I mean, for the user to actually get the results. So let's just introduce our script tag here. So in between our script tag, we can introduce our JavaScript, and since we are dealing with function, let's just go about the basics function we can um, lay our hands on. So I'm going to be giving an event on a button. So let me go inside my body, and mind you, I'm not inside the script. So I want to work with a button. So whenever the user clicks the button, I want an alert box to appear telling the user some things to do. So I go by creating my normal HTML tag button, and I give it show. So if we should save this document and try to check it on our browser, we see we just have um, a normal, yeah, just a show, and it has nothing when I click on it. But we want, when the user actually clicks on it, we want our function to happen. We want it to function something. So now a way to do it is to actually get access to the variable. So let's just give it a button. Let's give it equals query selector, and for this query selector, just don't um, don't worry, maybe in my other video I'm going to create more videos explaining what the query selector does. And what it really does is nothing much. It just gives us access to be able to it gives us access to the document we are pointing to by its CSS style or its tag name. So I said query selector. So I'm selecting it by its tag name, so I say button. So I want something to happen. I want when the user click on this button, I want a function to happen. So I had an event using my button dot add event listener. So I want this event to occur when I click. I include my click, and I want a function to actually appear. So the function should be my alert. I'm going to create the function now. So in order to create a function in JavaScript, we use the keyword function. Then since I gave it alert here, so I just keep it, and I must always include these parentheses. That is, this parenthesis shows okay, I'm working with a function. So I still need some other brackets which they call the curly brace, and inside here is the agreement. I mean the function of this alert. This is where I'm going to specify it. So I want I want to call a special method which is called the alert, and I want it to say welcome to JavaScript, and I will save this and check it on my browser. Let me refresh, and immediately I click on this, I receive this alert box that tells me welcome to JavaScript, and I click OK. I click on it again, the events keep happening because that's the function of the button. I have set the function of this button to the alert function. That is, anytime I click on it, when I mouse over it, nothing happens, but when I click on it, the function happens. So I hope this tutorial has been educative, and I hope you like it. I would be uploading some more of these videos. If you really like it, you could drop your comment on the comment box below. Thank you for taking your time to watch it. Thank you. God bless.